One. Hi, everyone, and thank you for watching a consumer persona report by JGAD Marketing.
So a little introduction to our consumer persona. How does it work? It works by creating a detailed description of someone who represents your target audience. This is not a real customer, but a fictional person who embodies the characteristics of your best potential customers. So it generally includes demographics such as age, gender, location, and occupations at time. So what does it do? Identifying buyer personas can help in businesses understanding and help marketers do their job better in acquiring and serving those buyer personas. In other words, creating these personas will help you understand your customers' needs, experiences, behaviors, and so on.
So for the first persona that we've helped find, we've got Bob. He's a 25-year-old recent college grad, and he's working in finance and after moving to Chicago within the last year. Being so young, he loves using social media, specifically Instagram, and he actually ended up finding the company after seeing an Instagram post by a mutual friend, which had tagged Bobby's bike hike. Now, some of the pain points for him, he wants to know if it's at a competitive cost, and he also wants to know if there's a place to park near the start of the tour and if there's any costs associated with that. He also wants to know a review of the tour and some of the restaurants that he's going to be offered. He also would like to know when the best time to take the tour would be so that he can get that perfect Instagram moment. He's also trying to avoid just a bad experience. He wants to have some fun. He also doesn't want to spend more money than he absolutely has to. As you can see from the Venn diagram to the right, he's in the group that needs the offering. He's interested in learning about it, but when it comes to pricing, he's not so much someone who can afford it. After everything, though, we do see that he does buy from us, from our positive customer reviews, and in order to get that perfect Instagram photo moment that he can show off to all of his friends back home.
Next, we have Mary, who's 46. She's a mother of 3. She has a family coming in from out of town, lives in River Forest, Illinois. She found us by one day walking downtown and seeing one of the tours in progress. What does she want to know? Is there a recommended age? Is it safe? Are there group rates available? Some of her pain points are would not like very lengthy tours. She would not want a big group for the tour. And are there any dietary restrictions if she takes the food tour? If you look at the diagram to the right, there's their needs of the offering. She could afford the offering, and she's interested in learning more about it. But she doesn't want to worry about family members who can't keep up with the tour, doesn't want to travel far more for more things to do after the tour, and why she buys from us. Very few negative reviews. It would be close to follow up on activities with her family, making her a really good target.
And the third person is Daniel. Daniel is 34 and he's traveling with his friends during the summer. He's going to visit the Chicago for the first time and he's staying at the Airbnb downtown hotel. One of Daniel's friends who's traveling with him has taken the tour before and he has recommended it to the rest of the group. Since Daniel is traveling with friends, he's only concerned about the weather and will there be alcohol available. One of his pain points is the tour has to be located near his Airbnb because he doesn't want to travel too far from where he's staying and he doesn't want to worry about navigating the public transports since he's not native to Chicago. So that might be a little bit of a pain. Daniel is a perfect candidate for this offering. He needs it, he can afford it, and he's interested in it. Why does he buy from us? It's conveniently located near us and offers a unique experience on this trip.
So with each of these personae, we were able to come up with a brief write-up just to give us a little bit of a better picture on our targets. For example, we'll start again with Bob. As a 25-year-old recent grad who's been new to Chicago, he's been looking for a way to meet new friends and new people in the city, as well as have that perfect photo op moment. He's gone to many other of these situations in the city, such as some of the museums and other pop-ups. But after seeing a post with Bobby's bike hike, he feels that this tour could be his next. Because of the financial status, though, he is looking for something affordable as well.
Likewise, we have Mary. Mary lives with her family in River Forest. Her family is considered upper middle class. She is proud of the beauty of the Chicago city center. She likes riding her bike with her husband and 3 children. And Mary saw Bobby's bike tour while visiting the lakefront. She frequently hosts family and friends from out of town. And so she's decided to treat some of her visiting family members to experience downtown in a bike tour.
And finally, Daniel. He is New York born and raised. He has a master's degree in computer science, and he's had enough of his office job, and he took off on a travel journey with a bunch of his friends. He wants to visit all 50 states and its biggest cities. Dan lives in the moment and doesn't care so much about social media. Learning and enjoying the history of the places he visits is more important to him, and with plenty of money he saved, it's not going to be an issue for him.
So to sum up what we just showed you, we did show 3 separate consumer personas filled with information on individuals who all have a different set of needs, motivations, and pain points that might respond to our client, which are also known as possible customers. Along with the infographic, we showed 3 Venn diagrams, which determine the optimal target audience. We also included 3 separate in-depth biographies for each of the individuals, as you just previously saw. And this consumer persona was created to show you how to better understand the motivations of your customers.
Now, to wrap up, we do have a few suggestions for what you can do next to better reach some of these targets. So in order to reach targets who are in a similar zone as Bob, we recommend offering optional coupon codes or discounts. One of those possibilities being discounts for those who use an out-of-state ID, as they would be either new to the city or tourists, kind of opening up more of that, recent visitor industry. To reach people who are in Mary's target demographic, we would also suggest offering group rates with scaling prices according to the spaces reserved. So for example, if Mary was to reserve 7 spots instead of 3, she'd get a greater discount for the 7. And then finally, in order to aim to target customers like Daniel, we think that the best option would be offering more tours that are limited to customers 21 years and older. That way it can be more drinks, and you can kind of present the tour as a bit more of a bar crawl than really your standard tour. In this vein, we do thank you for watching our presentation. And of course, if you do have any questions, we do encourage you to reach out to us via email, and would like to thank you one last time for watching this presentation. Thank you and have a great day.